If you obsess over this audience like I do, then you will more than double the ROI of your ads over time. This is all about unconverted leads and what to specifically do with unconverted leads to get much higher ROIs from your initial ad spend. Now, when I talk about an unconverted lead, this, by the way, is nothing new from me. I have been making videos around unconverted leads and the importance of them for probably, 8 years or something along those lines. But this is something that, number one, I wanted to bring everything together, multiple ways that you can, in a nice way, attack your unconverted leads and get much better ROIs from them. Bring them all into one place so that you can have that spark, that idea of what you're missing around this audience. But I also wanted to make very clear in the first couple of minutes here, like, I've now worked with almost 3,000 coaches. And I can tell you that it is a very, very, very common trait that people, whether they don't have successful Facebook ads, or even ones, or even more so when people have very successful Facebook ads, because they're making such a great ROI from the ads, from the fast movers, the people who see an ad, take action, and buy within minutes or a day or 7 days, whatever it may be, because they've already got an ROI, they have no interest whatsoever in any of the other things that they could do to get a higher percentage of their leads that came in to also convert. But if you just have some simple systems in place, you will be absolutely amazed at the amount of people that will sign up with you without any additional ad spend by simply just having a couple of things in place. It's also why Ben, which I shared on a YouTube video maybe even a few days ago, because I'm sort of batching these together with Ryan right now, but Ben, when he sent me that message about having a 40K week without any ads, the context of that is that he runs a live masterclass with ads every 2 weeks. So twice a month, he runs a live masterclass. They're big, they're super successful. He actually just had a 170K month British. So that's like 220K US dollars in 30 days. Live masterclasses, really, really big proponent of this. But the reason that he was able to have a 40K week organically, even though he doesn't really focus on organics anywhere near as much as he does on his ads and his live masterclasses, is because he was able to reconnect with his unconverted leads, the people that had already been through the masterclass but had not taken action. And what we find with any type of ad strategy that we do is you're going to have fast movers. You're going to have the people who are like, it's just in their nature. It's not that they're more desperate for the result. It's not that they're more passionate. It's not that they're more motivated. It's literally just, it's within their nature. It's the type of thing that they do. They move fast, they take action, they either win or they learn. They're that type of people. But there's a whole bunch of people who are dream clients for you. You might think, oh, they're time wasters. I hear this all the time, calling unconverted leads time wasters, terrible leads, all of that jazz, like almost being like derogatory to them. And it's like, these are just people that you were the one that put on the free masterclass, right? You said it was free. So they're not time wasters. You put it on and you said it was free. And so when somebody comes along and they engage with the entire thing, but they don't take action immediately, give them the grace of, like, maybe they had something on at that point. Maybe they did really have to do their due diligence. Maybe they've been burnt 15 times before and you're just number 16 on the list. You have to take that and roll with that and understand that a percentage of the same people who are unconverted leads right now, a little bit of follow-up will convert over the next 7 days, then over the next 14, then over the next month, then over the next 3 months. And I even shared inside the group with my clients a couple of weeks ago. It was our Monday morning kickstart, something that we do every single Monday morning. And I was showing them a whole bunch of people that had signed up from our last workshop. And we had something like, 30 new clients came into the private coaching off the back of the workshop, right, so far. And I was saying that I had, just out of interest, I had gone through all of them in Go High Level. And I just looked at their tags, because I tag everybody based upon things that they do. And of the 30 that came through, there was either 4 or 5 people that had been part of my 10-day paid challenge 4 years ago. They had got my free Facebook ads course in 2022, and they had been part of multiple workshops, of the workshops being the same thing every single time, by the way. They had attended either 2 or 3 of them before making a buying decision. Now, a lot of people would have lost hope in those. They would have removed them from their email list. They would have called it cleaning or something that was meant to make it sound like they were, doing something that was pretty advanced there. Really, if you're willing to engage your audience over time through a few different things that I'll share with you right now, you will be shocked at the amount of sales that come to you that you earned from things that you did previously, but feel like people are just walking up and buying from you. And this happens all the time with us, where I just get a reply to an email. I put out an email, the email might be to a section of, I don't know, 18,000 people at the time or something, gets sent out, and then I just get 2 replies from people. Hey Neil, can I still use the link that you sent me after our call a few months ago, last year or whatever it may be? Or, hey Neil, we spoke a couple of years ago. I was the guy that had X, Y, and Z. I'm interested to get started. Do I need to book a call, or can you send me a link? That's the type of stuff that comes out the other side by re-engaging people and continuously being there. Okay, so that when the time is right for them to take action, you're the obvious choice. And a few different things that you can do with this is, number one, email marketing. In most cases, when it comes to unconverted leads, they're going to be people that you got name, email address, and phone number. You do not need to email every single day. Emailing 2 or 3 times a week is absolutely fantastic when there's some great thought that goes into it. I typically say with 3 emails per week, you do 1 story, 1 education, 1 call to action. The call to action can be about your program, it can be to book a call, it can be to DM you to get access to something free, but it's something that's encouraging them to action. The other 2 can still have call to actions, but it's not the point of the email. Really, really simple one there. A second thing that you can do is, if you've got followers, so maybe your unconverted leads came from a campaign where you're generating followers, or maybe even it's just the fact that, when I spend 20 grand on like a workshop, or the workshops across a month or whatever it may be, if I run that level of marketing, not only will I get, 1,000 or, well, not 1,000, it'll be multiple thousands of people opt in for the workshop, but simultaneously, a whole bunch of people will see my ads, click on my profile at the top, visit my IG profile, and choose to follow me that way. Which is why, even when I don't run any type of ads that are there to get followers, I get followers in abundance every day when I run ads at that scale. And so that's another place where unconverted leads can be living. So you can have ways of following up with them, of course, manually, but you can also do what we call super spike offers. And super spike offers are where we basically take your core product and we reposition it into something that feels like a one-time opportunity. And so what I mean by that is that the time frame can be the same, the deliverables can be the same, the price point can be the same, everything can be the same. But you're almost just gonna repackage it into something that feels different, whether it is like a beta test offer, or if it's, in September, it might be like a post-summer reboot special, but it's exactly the same product. You position it as something that feels unique in the market. And by simply doing that, we do it as a 2-week system. It's a sell in private week and a sell in public week. When you do that, it's really simple for you to re-engage people in a deep and meaningful way, really effortlessly, without any additional ad spend, and get a ton of sales. That's what Ben did. The crazy thing with what Ben did was, he didn't do the sell in private week, even though I told him to do so. Right? Ben with love, he knows he picks and chooses what I put on his plan. But I mean, he does 170k months, so it's fine. But he's like, I didn't even do the sell in private week. But I did the social media post you told me to do on Monday, and I made like 40k in a week, and it was great. So he didn't do any of the follow-up stuff that I told him to do either that week. But he did the social media post. And by doing so, he was able to get 40k of cash collected sales. I think it was actually a higher contract value, but 40k of cash collected sales came in by just doing that. So that is another really key way to do it. Third and final way, and I've got videos on this channel showing you utilizing this strategy. I use it myself, it's incredible, is doing remarketing with your Facebook ads. Sure, this costs money, but it is such a low ad spend versus the return that you'll get. It is craziness. Creating audiences of people that have engaged with you in meaningful ways, attended your workshops, opted into your lead magnets in the last 30 days, for instance, and putting testimonial ads in front of them and sending them to a place where they can then book a call. It's a fantastic strategy. Low cost per book call, high attendance rate, high buy rate, incredible ROIs on the other side. The only reason I don't like this strategy being talked about is because so many people who have never taught ads before, that are just like, well, everybody's leaving the program, so I guess we need to start trying to teach people ads. They just tell people, just send them straight to a book call. When you do that with cold audiences, it's a very high cost per book call. Nobody shows up to the call. The people who turn up to the call act like they don't even know why they're there, and they never buy. When you do this with warm audiences, it's the opposite. You get a good cost per book call, people show up and people buy. And so if you do even just these 3 things, I mean, we could talk about SMS marketing and a bunch of other things. If you just do these 3 things with your unconverted leads, you will make infinitely more money from your Facebook ad spend. Whether you are at a 3x return right now and you want to make it a 9x return, or whether you're at a 9x return and you want a 28x return on your ad spend, be diligent about these things. Put these systems into place so that they're not things that take a ton of time whenever you do them, but allow them to be almost like 100% margin net gain. You've already made a return. This is about taking things to the next level, multiplying your ROIs. So if this has been valuable to you, then please let me know down below in the comments. Other than that, like and subscribe and all that jazz that YouTube loves, and I'll see you on the next video.